Hey, this is Justin with Business Optimizer, and in this video, I'm doing a website design review of a construction company in Billings, Montana. This specific company, this is the first time I've ever been to this website or anything, but this specific company is one that I had contacted before. I just sent out an email asking if I could do a presentation with them, and they never reached back, so I figured I'd just do one of these reviews on this website for fun. So right off the bat, you can see that this is pretty outdated. It's a website that has a fixed width on it, so it doesn't take up the whole screen. It's really all the information is just in this one place, which honestly is kind of cool. It's you don't see a lot of websites like this anymore, so it is fun to see. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a good idea to do this, but it is something that is just an odd thing to see that looks kind of neat. But immediately, as soon as I go into the page, there's not much information. You just see home, projects, about, and contact. And then right up here, you can see Brownson Construction, fine finish carpentry, but it doesn't actually say that it's in Billings, Montana, or where it is. I actually don't even know if that's exactly where this company is. That's just what my data had showed me. So I'm assuming if I go over here to either the About page, I'll be able to see. I can see that the company name is based off of the owner that started this company in 2001. So that's always a cool thing. It would be nice to actually see the owner or see family or something like that. And I can see up here, it is based in Billings, Montana. And they've completed jobs in North Dakota, Wyoming, California. So it'd be really wonderful if on this website it actually defined what their service area is. Because if they're based in Billings, Montana, that's wonderful. But will they actually go out to North Dakota, Wyoming, California now for projects, or is it just something that they did back in the day? So having a definitive explanation of where they provide their services is always great. Under projects, this is a very common issue in the past. Many years ago, Flash Player had been disabled on most browsers for various different reasons. So you can even see there's a warning up here that says you need to upgrade your Flash Player and enable JavaScript to view this content. That's not something that you need to actually worry about. In this specific case, Flash Player is something that is no longer used. So I'll go back to the home page because I couldn't actually see anything on the projects page. I'll click on commercial, and we run into the same page. However, yeah, it actually does load up the projects page. So there is no commercial page. We'll go over here to residential, and that also loads up the project page. So you never want these things to happen. If you have a dedicated page, or if you have a button that is defining something specifically, it's best if you actually have a page dedicated to that thing. So in this case, it would be wonderful if there was a page dedicated to commercial and a page dedicated separately to residential. That way, when you're actually showing projects or showing what you can do, you're showing the right thing to the right prospect. You don't want to be showing residential work to a commercial company. They don't care in most cases. They want to see, can you do the work that I want you to do? I don't want to see you doing a kitchen remodel or a bathroom remodel or something like that, because I'm not going to do that type of stuff. I want to see, can you build a showroom? Lastly, let's go over here to contact. Contact is pretty straightforward. I don't think this is bad. It shows the phone number, the email address, the basic details that are necessary. It would be nice if there was a form on here for people that don't want to save down any of this information. That's very common for residential clients. Commercial clients will almost always call or email in some way, from my experience, but residential clients really like to fill out forms. So if there was a form on this page, that'd be great. Lastly, when you go to the homepage, and actually not the last thing, there's two more things. So when I go to the homepage, none of these things are really defined easily. So it's kind of confusing what exactly their services are. I know I can see some services in this graphic down here, but they're not, it's not super, it's a little bit too specific that can get a bit confusing for people. It would be nice if there were dedicated pages to each of the services that they provide, each of the industries that they provide services to, and then pages dedicated to the locations that they actually provide the services to. And then in addition to that, there's no phone number that is mentioned on the home page or the other pages except for the contact page. This is something that a lot of companies do for some reason. I think you should make your phone number like front and center. You should always be visible when somebody is on a website, because there are people that want to talk to somebody right now. They don't want to like spend any time looking for your email address, your phone number, your contact form. There's some people that literally they're looking at the problem and they're like, I need somebody to fix it. And they just want to come to the site, click the phone number, and then just call you. So now the last thing, if I check out mobile, it is exactly what I assumed. So the website is sort of what would be considered responsive, because at least it resized, but it did not resize in proportions where you can actually read it if you're on a phone. So if you're on a phone, it'll be very hard to read any of that text, to understand what their services are. You're over here trying to click their phone number or copy their phone number, and it's that tiny little thing right there. So especially if you have bigger fingers, that's going to be really difficult to do. So I definitely suggest that this company also have their website set up in a responsive way that is good for mobile, because that's where a good mix of the residential customers are going to come from. Anyway, so my name is Justin Lewis. I own a company called Business Optimizer. We do a mix of web design, SEO, marketing, consulting for different companies. Most of the companies that we work with are construction companies, builders, contractors, tradesmen around the United States. And I'd love to work with your business. So if you've seen this video and you like the feedback that I have, you can go over to businessoptimizer.org/presentation, and you can schedule a presentation with me where I'll work with my team on building out something that we believe could help your company. So I'll talk to you soon.
I am one of the owners of Andy's Air here in Clearwater, Florida, and about 6 months ago we hired Justin and Deanna to redo our website. We had some issues with people that have handled it in the past, so I was very nervous. Justin and Deanna have been wonderful. Our Google My Business page actually had disappeared and we lost several reviews, which was very upsetting. They helped us get a new Google review page up and running, and it looks great. Only advertising we do is this internet SEO for Business Optimizers.
I'd like to thank Betsy with Andy's Air for the amazing testimonial and the awesome lunch that we had at Whiskey Joe's.